Welcome to Pakistan, we're Luke and Sabrina, and today we are in Karachi. This is day 9 of our trip to Pakistan with Manaky, and this is our final day. We have one day here in Karachi to taste it all, so we're going on the ultimate street food tour of Karachi. It's gonna be a great episode, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Let's go eat some Pakistani food.
We are starting our day off here at the Empress Market. This is an extremely old market built in 1889, and it is full of fruits, vegetables, spices, just about everything that you could ever want in your kitchen. And it's inside this amazing setting, this old building with a beautiful clock tower, and we're kind of out in this open courtyard where you can do all your shopping. It's incredible.
So we're stocking up on some spices before we leave Pakistan. This guy's got a stall with everything. If you don't see it, you can just say it and he'll go get it, because they literally have every spice imaginable here, and so colorful too. So we just bought 2,520 rupees worth of spices. The cardamom pods were the most expensive, but they're also the hardest to get. And we literally just got, I don't know, over 10 different types of spices and masalas. Super cool market, the Empress Market. Great place to stock up on some goods before you go home. We got a ton of nuts and spices. So we're gonna go do some eating now in Karachi. Biryani is served. The way that they make this is they start with a korma, which is kind of like a curry sauce, and then they throw the cooked rice on top, and you can see that some of the rice that was at the bottom has been colored with that korma, all those masalas, all the spices. And here in Karachi, they like to eat chicken biryani. That's the most famous, but we actually got the beef kind. We've already had a chicken biryani on our trip. Oh man, it feels really, really soft, of course. And look at the beautiful colors in that rice. Wow, we got a hanging piece of beef here. It's actually not as oily as some other biryanis that I've tried. The rice is very fluffy and light feeling, and then the beef was extremely tender, of course, and there's lots of chunks of fat in that beef, and it's just full of flavor. They're cooking that sauce with the meat before they put the cooked rice, so that meat is just full of flavor. But what I really like is how light and fluffy this rice is. You get some of the little colorful pieces full of flavor. It's a really hearty thing to have, and the portion sizes are always massive here in Pakistan. Yum. That is just so good. This isn't a simple dish. There's tons of different things in here. It's not just rice and meat. There's even some tomatoes, and one thing that's interesting is these are little plums that they put in there, which give it a nice sourness that I really love. And sometimes you might even bite into like a full piece of cardamom or some other spices, and they'll kind of burst in your mouth. I've heard a lot about Karachi biryani, and that lived up to the hype. It was much better than the biryani we tried in Lahore. So good. We've come to Nursery Super Burger to try the Karachi famous bun kebab. This is a street food that is a lentil egg patty that they serve with a lot of different condiments between two buns. They also have a couple other different types of burgers here served right on the side of the street on this big griddle here. And this is probably the most quintessential street food of Karachi, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. Check this beauty out. This is the famous Karachi bun kebab. So we've got that lentil patty on the inside. There's a fried egg on top of that. There's some onions, there's a cucumber, some fresh lettuce, and they put a little bit of a chutney on there as well. And this bun feels super crispy, frying it all up in ghee, of course. Look at that. It looks just like a veggie burger with egg. Let's give it a try. Wow. Oh yeah. Of course, this is much more than your average burger. There's so many flavors going on in there. In that lentil patty, they've packed in tons of masalas. There's so much flavor going on in there. But I really love how crispy that bun is on the outside. And honestly, we've been here for 9 days. This is the first stop we've had with fresh vegetables, with fresh lettuce and cucumbers and everything. Let's give it another bite. It's almost like a sloppy Joe because that patty is so creamy on the inside. It just falls apart. I love it with the egg too, really hearty. Yum. Wow.
सुलेमानी वाले आए हुए बाकी लगेंगे देखते हैं क्या होता है
So this is a mint coriander chutney. I've been told I should give it a little dip, and it's supposed to be a little spicy too. Oh man, that tastes really good with the burger. Super Burger is definitely the appropriate name. That is packed full of flavors, and with that chutney, it gives it like a little bit of a fruitiness and sweetness. Yeah. You like it?
Yeah. It's actually, the spicy is just starting to kick in.
Yeah, it gets a little spicy. And in typical Pakistani fashion, they would not accept any money from us. Once again, wow, this country is amazing.
Come down to Clifton Beach, otherwise known as Seaview, and it is quite something down here. It is a very large beach, and all of Karachi City is the backdrop for this beach. It's beautiful weather here in January. People are down here riding camels, ATVs, eating some street food, listening to music. It's definitely not relaxing, but it is the place to be, and it is a wonderful day and weather for it.
This is probably the least peaceful beach I've ever been to. It's very crowded, a lot going on. An interesting contrast to see the camels in front of the skyscrapers. And I've been told that there's some nice, naturally beautiful, clean beaches for swimming outside of Karachi. Definitely don't swim at this one. It is absolutely crazy here. There's so much going on. What? Just finished off at the beach, and it's a little early still for dinner, so we're going to have some chats. So we're at kind of a new concept style restaurant called Merchili. They're serving chats, which are usually served street side, but here they do it a little bit more modern and definitely more cleanly. So we've got pani puri. This is gonna be my first time ever trying it. These are the little puris here, and then this is the pani, which is different water. So this water is flavored with tamarind and jaggery. This one's just got tamarind. And then we've also got some little chickpeas here. So it's kind of DIY. The way you're supposed to do it is you grab one of these puris, which are just little kind of crispy, almost like chips. And then you just fill this up with a couple of these chickpeas. I'll just stuff it full. And then you dunk it in the water. So they're using Nestle water here, so it's definitely safe. I'm gonna try this one, which is just the tamarind water first. So you gotta get it completely full like that. Wow, let's try it. Whoa, that is an explosion of flavor. There's definitely some chili in the water too, because it's a little bit spicy. Super sour from the tamarind. Such a unique thing to try, because you're eating water basically in a chip. It's such a unique concept, but it's really popular here. Crunchy, and then you just get the mouthful of flavor. Wow, I love that. Let's try the one with jaggery now, the sweet version. Okay, fill it up with some chickpeas. I think these have been boiled a little bit, maybe spiced, and then dunk it, fill it up like that. Yum. Oh man, that is super tasty. That one's definitely got some sweetness from the jaggery, but it's just such a unique thing. I've never had another snack quite like it. I've always avoided it on the street because the water might make you sick. But here, you know, at Merchili, they're gonna be using Nestle water, so you're fine. Check out this beast. This is called Gappa Gotala. This is their own kind of invention. It's a big puri filled with, there's yogurt, there's tons of chutneys, there's these little crispies on top, cilantro, all kinds of things. It's like a Christmas tree of a chat. And apparently, I'm just supposed to break it. Oh, wow, look at this. There's a ton going on inside. I think it's starting to get a little soggy because of the yogurt soaking into it and all that chutney. Look at that. Let's try. Wow. Again, just bursting with flavor. So many different things going on in there. You can definitely taste that sweet and sour chutney. There's tomato flavor. There's all these kind of crunchy, crispy bits that have been kind of soaked with the yogurt, tartness from the yogurt. There's pretty much every flavor and texture all in one bite here. And just check this thing out. It's probably the craziest looking thing I've seen so far in Pakistan. It's beautiful and tasty. Chickpeas too. Wow. We've got the dahi puri. So similar to the pani puri, we're gonna grab some of these kind of crispy crackers here, and I'm supposed to crunch them up and sprinkle them inside. I love how it's DIY, it's really cool. This one's also got the chickpeas. I'll grab a little bit less than last time. And then we've got two different things here. One is yogurt, so I'll grab quite a bit of that yogurt, fill it up. Oh man, I can feel it getting heavy. And then I've also got this chutney here and sprinkle that all inside. And it's just like a little packet of flavor. Boom. Oh my God. I think that's a sweeter chutney, definitely a sweeter chutney. And lots of crunchies in there because those extra little crackers. Similar to the pani puri. I think I prefer the pani puri because I just love how it's just the sour tamarind water, but still very good. Yum.
He's got clean hands, so here we go. Woo! Wow, that's delicious. A little bit sweet.
Delicious chats at Merchili, and again, they wouldn't take money.
We are at a little spot called Panwari, and this place is super clean, very hygienic, and we are here to have the famous fire pan. So what it is it's betel leaf that is filled up with tons of different ingredients, some that I don't even know what they are. And then at the very end, he lights it on fire and shoves it into your mouth. And this is meant as a breath freshener. So let's watch him put it together. This is gonna be very exciting.
say that that is a mouthful is an understatement. It takes about 3 minutes to chew it all after. And the fire, I think, is a little bit more for show, but I guess it does add a little bit of smokiness.
It does, and it's very, very strong. It's really breath freshening.
Very minty, and it gets all in your teeth.
Yeah, tastes really good too.
That is so refreshing. Usually pan is served street side, but here at Panwari, it's in a very modern place. You can definitely find a lot more of that here in Karachi, but we've still got more we want to eat here tonight before we leave Pakistan. We are at Noorani Kebab House to try their famous Katakat. It's called Katakat because of the sound it makes when they are cooking it, as you can hear right now. So they start with a treasure chest full of goat organs. They've got everything in there. They've got the brain, the testicles, kidney, liver, you name it, it's all in there. They put it on this big tawa, and they've got about 5 of them going at the same time, and cut up some tomatoes. There's garlic water in there, tons of spices, green chilies, and they just keep frying it up. But they've got these 2 spatulas that they hold in each hand, and they make this unique noise, the Katakat noise, chopping those organs up to a fine mince and frying it at the same time. So in other parts of the country they call it takatak because they say that's what it sounds like, but here in Karachi they call it Katakat. So we're having some goat organs for dinner tonight.
What?
What do you think of the Katakat?
Oh, it's good. Yeah, really loud. We have got our Katakat here, and as you know, there are a ton of very interesting ingredients: kidney, liver, heart, just about every internal organ that you can think of, all kind of battered together, smoshed together into this. And he has topped it with a bunch of cilantro, a bunch of ginger, and green chilies as well. So I'm really wondering if it's spicy. And have a look. Look at all that ghee. Wow, that will stop your heart. So, got my naan here, and I'm going to go in for a bite with about everything that I can fit on it, and see where I can get the real taste. Let's use my spoon. Oh, wow. Instantly, when that hits your mouth, you can feel the spice, and actually now when I'm breathing, it's quite spicy. That's really peppery. It's got the texture of ground beef, and then just a ton of spices is the flavor, but it's very, very peppery, and it's very spicy now. Really heavy heat. The ginger and the cilantro on top is a really nice addition. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Oh, Karachi, you have been so kind to us. We are so full, and the food here has been absolutely delicious. spicy Karachi flavors, totally different from anything we've had in the rest of Pakistan. This city is very lively, and we have room for one more dinner, our last dinner here in Pakistan. Quite sad about it, but I think this is gonna be really good. So let's go.
We are at the famous Kolache Restaurant just outside of main downtown Karachi. You'll find this mega restaurant, and they have a very large menu and probably the most large kitchen I've ever seen. Definitely the most people working in one kitchen that I've ever witnessed. So they're making everything from saji to katakat to karahi, and they're also making even Chinese noodles, fried rice. They really have it all here. We're gonna try something called the handi, which is cooked in a clay pot. This is such a cool setting. It's very modern, very chic, but the food's supposed to be incredible. This is a beautiful, beautiful restaurant built right over top of the water. There is a ton of different seating options. It's kind of a layered terrace, all outdoors. And we've been eating a lot of traditional places here in Pakistan, so I'm happy to come on our last night and show you guys something of what modern Pakistan has to offer. So this is the Makhni handi, and this is the handi right here. It's this clay pot, and it is this beautiful, beautiful butter spiced chicken. Oh man, my mouth is watering just looking at that. And put that on my plate here. And we've also got some garlic naan, which is supposed to be really good from here. Yum. Super, super good Makhni handi. We've got a couple different dishes, but it's our last night here in Pakistan. I think we're just gonna enjoy. A super huge thank you to all you guys for helping us. That was some seriously good Desi food, and so can you imagine they did not let us pay again. Once again, guys, that's it for the Pakistan series. It's a sad moment, but this has been the most incredible, life-changing trip. This is a fascinating country that needs to be on your bucket list. If it's not for the food, the culture, the sights, it's for the people. Yeah. You got to come here for the hospitality. It's been on another level. We've never experienced anything like it. No. It's just been so incredible. Thank you to Pakistan. Thank you to everybody. And a huge, massive thank you to Manaky for sponsoring our trip here and showing us around. They've basically made us feel as comfortable as possible. More than that. More than that, yeah. So huge thank you to Manaky. They're like the Airbnb of tours here in Pakistan. So if you want to book a tour, if you want to have an experience like we had in Pakistan, you have to check out Manaky. It's going to be your best option. So check them out in the description box. All of the information is there. We cannot recommend them enough. Yeah, I don't even know how to end this. This is a sad moment. It is very sad. What was your favorite food today? Favorite food today? Geez, the food here in Karachi was so good. You really got to come to Karachi. Don't miss Karachi. The food here was on another level. I think I got to give it up to that biryani. It was super, super good. Me too, for sure. But this restaurant has served up some delicious, unique flavored food that we haven't had yet. We were just so full. But this restaurant is beautiful. Yes. With that biryani, woo. So good. All right, guys, we're already looking forward to our next trip back here to Pakistan. Thank you for joining us on the series. If you haven't checked out all the other episodes, make sure to go find them. The link for the playlist will be down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye. Bye.